Chapter 19, Planet Phantom. I am a vapour passing over a desert world that has long lost its meaning. Even the gentle dimension of dreams has evaporated and fled this place, this empty place of too many nightmares, like a dream catcher set on fire at some point in the past. From my limited perspective, my importance and relevance in relation to this looming mission has something to do with my heavier and denser energy, the sort of energy that a newbie to this life naturally has, and the pure energy of self-sacrifice that simply comes from saying, with true intent, yes, I will do it. This combination turns out to be some pretty powerful stuff. I have a repeating one-liner going around my head that hope transmitted to my heart a while back. The gift is meant to be given. The gift is meant to be given. This leads me down an important thought form track. What's the point in having a gift if you don't use it? And what do you do with a gift? You give it. And so what lies ahead, good or bad, at the very least, will be my attempt at giving back. To give of oneself for a greater good, in the sacred service of the immaculate ones who wish there to be justice in all things. That's the ticket. That's truly the awesome realization of destiny. If you truly wish to serve humanity, then there will always be job vacancies. The further energy of hope's wisdom resonating back to me like filings of truth drawn back towards the magnet of my heart. I felt myself inexplicably drawn towards the mission threshold a short while back, the quantum field generator calling to me like a googolplex of friendly bees, and I am currently standing as though on the edge of an incredibly high cliff. No view or detail below to speak of, just mist and obscurity. I'm simply standing here at the precipice, not knowing quite what to do, my inexperience like a dark cloud hanging heavy above me and feeding on my confidence and the usual sense I have of being empowered by the invisible and walking in heaven's light. Why have I been forsaken? Why do I feel so completely alone? It is fear, Ava chimes out like a bell ringing into the garden of my personal darkness. It separates you from the light, she continues, and although it seems like a curse, it is necessary for this part of the journey. It is okay to have a little fear. In fact, fear is requisite. It shows that you have respect for the mission at hand, and also fear will focus you. This is a leap of faith, Linnea, and you must take this leap alone, without angelic glorification, without everything being put into place before you jump. You must leap blindly into the abyss, with the knowledge in your heart that divine hands will reach out and save you whilst you are falling, not before. It is the only way this sort of magic will work. It is a magic that requires real faith. Magic? I ask, my voice wavering now, my mind on autopilot and attempting to delay the inevitable, the perceived shocking jump into a hyper-reality that will slam my fragile body into the wall of Omega. Magic? Yes, Ava repeats. Think about it. You are cutting a patch from the fabric of space-time in order to fix a broken arrow. Times, arrow, like dipping exotic material into cosmic resin and wrapping it around the splintered shaft. And remember, magic mirrors the impossible, and your heart is forever your compass. Don't stress it. Ava pauses for a brief moment, giving me time to compose my thoughts, and then, with her ever reassuring tone and her gift for understatement, she continues. Look at it this way. You have nothing to lose anymore. Your old life has become nothing more than a tired, worn-out garment. Going back would be like attempting to slip into a beloved item of clothing that's become far too small for your new dimensions. So, you might as well simply take a chance and leap into the fantastic and the wonderful. I say go for it. Remember Little Mole from The Wind in the Willows? Yes, that's right. That particular children's book is famous here too, you know, even though we are living 200 million years before Kenneth Graham first put pen to paper. Incredible, really, when you stop and think about it. Well, Little Mole, as you no doubt recall, is swept away unexpectedly by a wonderful adventure and then desperately believes that he needs to get back home. But when Ratty takes pity on him and takes him there, back to his familiar surroundings, he then realizes to his astonishment that his home has always been nothing more than a hole in the ground. The thing is, the journey expands your energy, and then you can never fit back into your original shell. That's just the way it is. And if you were given the choice, you wouldn't have it any other way. Ah, The Wind in the Willows, a wonderful tale that charts in incredible detail the highs and the lows and the marvels of the spiritual journey. You will never understand how the divine works through you in order for you to play a part in healing the lower frequencies. It is enough for you to understand that it is a great blessing. You might see the tip of the iceberg from time to time, but the giant that lies beneath the surface will forever remain obscured. Don't overthink it. Try using your heart instead and do what you know is right. You have your instructions and you know what to do. From your perspective, this work requires conviction in your beliefs and a deep love for humanity and a deep love for what could be. There is, as it were, a sense of silence around me, tangible silence and stillness, as though I am encased within some kind of harmonic cocoon. Nothing but the low-level hum of my quarters behind me and the distant sound of the glittering city beyond the perimeter of my room. For a time, and I don't know how long, I am caught in a kind of trance-like state, mesmerized by the soundscape and the energy of New Eden. My consciousness reaches out and back in an attempt to create a distance from the one action that I know I must take. It is such an odd sensation to be torn like this, the battle between heart and mind raging within me and within this one eternal moment. How can it be that my heart is braver than my will is strong? I must be visibly shaking, for Ava interjects and pierces the heavy quietude of inaction. "You need some help," she says in a punchy, quirky fashion, which seems to ground me in a way that makes me feel, for the shortest time, safe and protected once more. "Every journey begins with a single step," she continues. "One small step for mortal man, one giant leap for translinear kind."